She's only in elementary school now, but Chris and Christy Hall are so eager for the day Jessie will go to college that they use their spare time in Baltimore to start a foundation for other children like Jessie. Each year, the Hemispherectomy Foundation will award college scholarships to children who have had half of their brains removed. This year, the founding year, Jody Miller of Millersville is one of 3 winners. Jody, who is good friends with Jessie, will attend Eastern University in Pennsylvania this fall and begin studying elementary education. Well, Jessie's days at Kennedy Krieger Institute are long and tiresome. The therapists are working her so hard, and the work often takes quite a toll on Jessie. But Derek Valcourt shows us the constant movement and stimulation is important so Jessie's brain learns everything it's capable of.
The blue or the purple or the green?
The purple.
Her hair is coming back, so is her spunk.
So it makes me want to eat it.
6-year-old Jessie Hall now spends most of her day with therapists as she retrains her brain and her body.
Working on that balance. Good. She's learning to use her arms and legs again, learning to talk and walk.
Other than me steering, Jessie is doing all the pedaling.
This bike ride down the hall is a long way from where Jessie was just a month ago. Her parents, Chris and Christy Hall, have been there every step of the way. How is she doing in physical therapy and occupational therapy? You get to see it all the time.
Sure, and you have to understand that it's a slow process.
Since the right half of the brain controls the left half of the body,
Nice work. All right, go ahead and turn around.
Jessie must relearn even simple tasks. Her progress is remarkable.
She's beginning to put a lot of weight on her legs. She can stand independently now. It won't be long and she'll be walking and running, and then, within 6 months to a year.
Her hard work is paying off. She's now just days away from going home to Texas.
Heading home means we get to be back with our family again, and she'll have 3 full-time physical therapists there, which are her 3 brothers. They'll keep her moving and make her work those legs and arms.
For Jessie, the light at the end of the tunnel is getting brighter.
Kennedy Krieger Institute here in Baltimore is one of the best facilities in the country for rehabilitation for patients like Jessie. It is no coincidence that that is where she is. The Institute has state-of-the-art equipment like this split-belt treadmill that is helping Jessie get back on her feet and back in the game. Therapists typically try to disguise Jessie's therapy as playtime, but these sessions are not at all fun for Jessie. Jessie must walk on the experimental treadmill 3 times a day for 2.5 minutes. She is part of a study that hopes to show the effectiveness of this machine. It's building muscles, it's building brain power, and Jessie is definitely feeling the burn, as they say. The hard work, however, is paying off. Jessie's drive, combined with prayers from around the world, mean that Jessie is well enough to leave Baltimore and travel back to her home state. It is one more great stride in her fight to live a normal, healthy life.
We're going back to Texas. Yeehaw!
From North Texas to Baltimore, Maryland, and back, Jessie Hall has made quite a journey. At first glance, she may appear weak, but when you consider what Jessie's been through, you realize this 6-year-old has strength beyond her years.
I wonder you remembered how to do that. You did it. Give it 5. Good job.
WJZ introduced you to Jessie in May when she and her parents, Chris and Christy Hall, came to Baltimore to meet world-renowned pediatric neurosurgeon Dr. Ben Carson. On June 11th, WJZ was the only station in the Johns Hopkins operating room as Dr. Carson and his team removed the right half of Jessie's brain. This radical surgery was the only cure for a rare neurological disease called Rasmussen's encephalitis. The disease's symptoms began with seizures and twitching, but it would have eventually killed her.
Look, I have a scar here.
With the battle wounds to prove it, Jessie survived her surgery and quickly regained her spunk.
Yep.
Her therapy is extensive, her rehabilitation painful and frustrating. And it's no wonder. Jessie must now train the remaining half of her brain to take over all of the functions the right half controlled. And that includes movement on the left side of her body.
Other than me steering, Jessie is doing all the pedaling.
Johns Hopkins brought this Texas family to Baltimore, but their experiences here have taught them they now have a second home.
I didn't know exactly where Baltimore was, a year ago. Not only did we get a lesson in geography, we got a lesson in human nature. It's been an amazing experience. Say bye, Baltimore.
Bye, Baltimore.
Just 5 weeks after the most dramatic brain surgery possible, Jessie is healthy enough to make the 1,400-mile trip home to Texas.
Sounds like she's a brave little girl. We're happy to have her on board.
Welcome aboard, Jessie.
And with t-ball games, dance practice, and 3 brothers to catch up with, there's no time to waste. So Jessie's mother, Christy, uses the airplane's aisle for a little practice.
I'm glad that Jessie is coming home today.
Jessie is home, almost healed, with no memory loss, no speech or cognitive loss, and the same spunky personality. What she has gained is a future and a whole new gang of friends in Maryland. Incredible. From the plane, Jessie headed directly to Cook Children's Hospital in Fort Worth, Texas, to continue her rehabilitation. But after only 2 weeks, Jessie went home. Home to her brothers, home to her backyard, and home to her very own pink bedroom. It's her favorite color, if you haven't figured out. Eventually, doctors expect she will make a full recovery, with the exception of fine movements in her left hand and the loss of her left peripheral vision. We'd like to remind you that WJZ is always on, and you'd like more information, extra video, extended interviews, a slideshow, and links to both Jessie's blog and mine, log on to WJZ.com. I'm Denise Koch. Thank you for watching Eyewitness News Magazine.